Hey! Happy New Year's, everybody! Now, ever since my last update video, I've been trying to figure out new video ideas. While yes, I do have some other videos planned, I really wanted to give back and just do some more consecutive content. So, I decided to do some more movie reviews, and to show my love to Ultraman, because I don't think I've given him enough credit, and I really do enjoy Ultraman. And so, just showing this probably shows how much I really do enjoy him, because I have a lot of memories with Ultraman. And I haven't seen some of these movies in a really long time, and some of these I haven't even seen at all. So this will be a new way for me to see some new Ultraman stuff that I haven't seen yet. And while I'm not going to be reviewing the Cosmos or Zero movies because those could be their own separate thing, I really just want to give a good amount of videos of these movies because I don't want to do all of them because that'll take forever. So every Monday for each week I will be reviewing one Ultraman movie until I'm finally out. So I hope you guys enjoy this. This is the Ultrathon. So the first one we'll be looking at for this Ultrathon is Ultraman Story. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why is this the only show movie you're reviewing? Because it's the only one in the application that's actually subtitled. So don't accuse me for that. I'm sorry, I kind of really needed a minute for that one. So basically, the basic plot of this movie is starting from Taro as a little kid to an adult. It's just him trying to hone his skills and be an Ultra Brother. And that's pretty much a majority of the movie until finally a villain shows up saying, hey, I'm going to take over the world, and now it's with Taro and the Ultra Brothers to stop him. Now, what are the problems with this movie? Oh boy, there's a lot of them. Now, let's talk about the stock footage in this movie. I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of people have with this movie. And don't get me wrong, it's bad, but some parts in this movie are really insufferable with it. And what do I mean by that? Well, the thing is, they actually use plot points from other Ultra shows to somehow fit it in with this movie, and it's a super disjointed mess, and it doesn't flow with the plot at all, and the plot itself is very simple, but when they add it in to the stock footage with their plot they're going with, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And the actual new footage they have with the story, it's literally the same thing with Taro and Ultra Father going, alright, I'm going to train you, and Taro goes, hey, I want to get better. That is literally 80% of this movie. The other 20% is either with the stock footage Ultra Brothers, or the final 15 minutes, and this plot drags. And I mean it drags. There are literal scenes of just Taro looking at a screen for about 5 to 6 minutes at a time. I think 6 was the longest it had, but it was literally just stock footage of just him watching, and then there's a stock footage battle with no alterations. Even Godzilla vs. Revenge had something of a cut in the fights. You could tell that they were shorter than the originals, even though they were still stock footage and it was bad, but at least they cut it. Here, it is just boring, unedited footage of just the Ultra Brothers fighting. And you're probably thinking, oh, that's fights, that's cool. No, because it's just something about the stock footage doesn't fit, and it's not entertaining, because it's just halting the movie and the pacing so that the movie doesn't go anywhere. And the only parts in this movie that were somewhat entertaining was with Kid Taro, and he is literally the most annoying thing I've ever seen in my life. I hated Kid Taro for many reasons. He's annoying. His voice can be extremely irritating. And Mazuko Nozawa's in this movie. How can you mess up Mazuko Nozawa? She plays Goku. How do you mess that up? Young Taro's dialogue is literally just him non-stop going, hey, I want to be this and I want to be that. And he can't even fight a freaking Sid the Sloth looking ripoff. Like, how? You're supposed to be Ultraman Taro, but you're a kid. But that doesn't even matter. You're just, I don't like him. He's annoying. I just want him to get off the screen. Even when adult Taro shows up, it doesn't even matter because all of his dialogue is the exact same thing. Now, the other Ultra Brothers, while they're not even in the movie that much, they don't even become relevant until about maybe the 45, 50-minute mark, probably. That's probably when they actually become relevant in this movie, which they're, like, how? I don't get it. I don't know why they're just barely in this movie, and when they finally become relevant, the movie's almost over by then. And the villain himself, I mean the big bad in this movie, doesn't even get a glimpse until the 50-minute mark. And this is an hour and 30-minute movie. So you don't see him till then. And then it doesn't take until the hour mark for him to finally start speaking. What? Oh, this movie just has horrible pacing issues. And the plot is almost irrelevant. And there's also plot holes in this movie that don't make any sense. Like, why are Leo and 80 here? They're not even relevant to this story. They're not even in the climax. They're just there because they're there. And also, it goes against the chronological order of the shows, because wasn't Taro supposed to become first before Leo and 80? So it really kind of makes you question where this movie takes place, because this is supposed to be canon. Now, Grand King himself, the new kaiju of this movie, he doesn't show up till the end, but it's well worth it. He's a pretty cool looking kaiju, and he does actually do quite good against the Ultra Brothers. And let me actually talk about that fight scene. For the only newest fight scene in this movie, it actually kind of redeems a lot of the problems with this movie. It's actually a really good fight, and I actually had a lot of fun with it. And it was a really energetic fight, and I really thought it was the best part of the movie. Which, honestly, is not saying too much, because you have to go through a lot to get to it. But it was the only really redeemable part of this movie. Everything else, even the new effects scenes that they have with the, like, sets, they all kind of just, they don't even appeal that much. The Land of Light itself looks like a bootleg Emerald City. Like, it doesn't even look original. Overall, if you really want to see some more Taro action, this might be right up your alley, because if you're a really big Taro fan, it might appeal. And the fight scene itself is actually cool at the end, but you have to go through a lot to get through this movie to see it. So, if you really just want to see some more Taro, go right ahead, but your best just avoiding this movie.